Billy Graham was a man on a mission. He felt a calling from God. He wanted to bring the Christian message to everyone. He traveled the world, speaking to millions. Kings and presidents listened to him. Ordinary people found hope in his words. His influence on the 20th century is undeniable. His sermons were broadcast on radio and television. He held massive rallies, called Crusades, in stadiums and parks. People flocked to hear his message of salvation through Jesus Christ. He was a gifted speaker. He connected with people from all walks of life. His message was simple but powerful. God loves you and He has a plan for your life. Billy Graham's impact extended beyond his preaching. He was a counselor to presidents. He spoke out against racism and injustice. He advocated for peace and understanding. He used his platform to make a difference in the world. His legacy continues to inspire. Billy Graham's journey began humbly. He was born in 1918 on a dairy farm near Charlotte, North Carolina. Life was simple, revolving around family, farm chores, and faith. His parents were devout Presbyterians. They instilled in him a strong work ethic and a deep love for God. Sundays found the Graham family in their pew at the local church. Young Billy, however, wasn't always captivated by the sermons. It was a traveling revival preacher, Mordecai Ham, who sparked a fire in Billy's soul. At 16, during a series of revival meetings, Billy Graham made a life-changing decision. He walked down the aisle and committed his life to Christ. This pivotal moment set him on a path that would forever alter the course of his life. Billy Graham was ready to answer a higher calling, a calling to share the message of salvation with a world in desperate need of hope. Answering the call to ministry, Billy Graham pursued theological education. He enrolled at Florida Bible Institute. He honed his preaching skills at local churches. His natural charisma and passion shone through. People were drawn to his youthful energy and sincere message. He later moved north to Wheaton College in Illinois. It was there he met Ruth McHugh Bell, a fellow student who shared his deep Christian faith. They fell in love, their bond strengthened by their shared commitment to serving God. They married in 1943, a partnership that would last for 64 years. After graduating from Wheaton, Billy Graham embarked on his ministry journey. He started as a pastor in a small Baptist church. He quickly gained recognition for his dynamic preaching style and his ability to connect with people. Billy Graham was becoming a national figure, his voice reaching an ever-widening audience. The year 1949 marked a turning point in Billy Graham's ministry. He held a crusade in Los Angeles that would catapult him to international fame. The crusade, initially planned for 3 weeks, was extended to 8 weeks due to overwhelming public response. Night after night, thousands filled a giant canvas tent dubbed the Canvas Cathedral. Newspapers and radio broadcasts spread word of the charismatic young preacher and the crowds flocking to hear him. Among those in attendance was William Randolph Hearst, the powerful media tycoon. Impressed by Graham's message, Hearst reportedly sent a telegram to his editors across the country with a simple message: Puff Graham. With Hearst's implicit endorsement, Billy Graham's name and message spread like wildfire. He became a media sensation. His sermons were broadcast on radio, reaching millions across the nation. That same year, Billy Graham established the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association, or BGEA. From Los Angeles to Seoul, a world reaches for hope. The Los Angeles Crusade was just the beginning. Billy Graham's ministry went global. He embarked on a series of evangelistic crusades that spanned the globe. He preached in packed stadiums, from London to Tokyo, from Sydney to Rio de Janeiro. Millions flocked to hear his message, transcending cultural and linguistic barriers. One of the most remarkable crusades took place in Seoul, South Korea, in 1973. Over 1 million people attended the final meeting, the largest live audience of his career. His crusades were more than just religious gatherings. They were cultural events that drew people together from diverse backgrounds. He preached a message of hope and reconciliation, offering solace in a world often marred by conflict and division. Billy Graham's global crusades were a testament to his unwavering belief in the power of the gospel to transform lives. A bridge over troubled waters. Billy Graham was not afraid to address the social and political issues of his day. He was a staunch advocate for racial reconciliation. He refused to hold segregated crusades, even in the American South during the height of the civil rights movement. He believed that the gospel transcended racial divisions, and he used his platform to challenge prejudice and promote unity. Despite his strong moral convictions, Billy Graham maintained a stance of political neutrality. He counseled presidents from both sides of the aisle, from Harry Truman to Barack Obama. He believed his role was to offer spiritual guidance, not to endorse political candidates or parties. He often said that his job was to preach the gospel, not the newspaper. He spoke out against the evils of communism and the threat it posed to religious freedom. He condemned apartheid in South Africa and called for an end to racial discrimination. He used his influence to advocate for peace and understanding in a world often consumed by conflict. Billy Graham's legacy is one of unwavering faith, unwavering conviction, and unwavering compassion. The man behind the pulpit. Beyond the glare of the spotlight and the roar of the crowds, Billy Graham was a man of simple tastes and deep devotion. He cherished his family above all else. His marriage to Ruth was a bedrock of love and support throughout his ministry. He was a devoted father to their 5 children, instilling in them the same values of faith, integrity, and compassion that guided his own life. He was an avid reader, devouring books on history, theology, and current affairs. He was a prolific writer, authoring over 30 books that sold millions of copies worldwide. Despite his fame and influence, Billy Graham remained remarkably grounded. He eschewed extravagance, preferring simple living and shunning the trappings of celebrity. He was known for his humility, his kindness, and his genuine concern for others. An enduring legacy of faith. In his later years, as age took its toll, Billy Graham stepped back from the relentless pace of global crusades. He continued to write and speak, albeit at a less demanding pace. He remained a respected figure, sought out for his counsel by world leaders and everyday people alike. Billy Graham passed away in 2018, at the age of 99. His death marked the end of an era, the passing of one of the most influential religious figures of the 20th century. Tributes poured in from around the world, acknowledging his impact on Christianity, his commitment to social justice, and his enduring legacy of faith. Billy Graham's impact extends far beyond the millions who attended his crusades or heard his sermons. He helped to shape the evangelical movement, influencing generations of pastors and evangelists. He demonstrated the power of mass media to spread the Christian message, paving the way for televangelists and online ministries. He was a bridge builder, seeking common ground and promoting reconciliation in a world often divided. Billy Graham's life and ministry serve as a timeless reminder of the power of faith to transform lives and to inspire hope in a world hungry for meaning and purpose.